The British East India Company established its presence in India for trading purpose in 1608, but later it became a political power of India. Over the years, the unfair policies adversely affected all the Indian people. The Indian Revolt of 1857 occurred as a result of an accumulation of factors over time rather than any single event. The revolt began on 10th May 1857 in the form of mutiny of the Sepoys. The revolt of 1857 eventually broke out over the incident of greased cartridges. A rumor spread that the cartridges of the new Enfield rifles were greased with the fat of cows and pigs. Before loading these rifles, the Sepoys had to bite off the paper on the cartridges. For that, both Hindu and Muslim Sepoys refused to use them. In March 1857, Mangal Pandey, a Sepoy in Barakpur, had refused to use the cartridge and attacked his senior officers. He was hanged to death by the British. The revolt spread over the areas. The main centers of the revolt are Kanpur, Lucknow, Bareilly, Jhansi, Gwalior, and Bihar. Jhansi is one of the storming centers of the revolt. When the Raja of Jhansi died without a biological male heir in 1853, the Rani of Jhansi protested against the denial of rights of their adopted son. The 22-year-old Rani Lakshmi Bai led the rebels when the British refused to accept the claim of her adopted son to the throne of Jhansi. Lakshmi Bai was proclaimed the regent of Jhansi and she ruled on behalf of the minor heir. Joining the uprising against the British, she rapidly organized her troops and assumed charge of the rebels in the Bundelkhand region. Mutineers in the neighboring areas headed toward Jhansi to offer her support. For 2 weeks, the battle went on, where the Rani led her army and fought against the British with courage and bravery. Though Rani Lakshmi Bai had lost the battle, she will always be remembered as a great martyr who laid down her life for the cause of freedom. She is a symbol of courage, heroism, and woman power. The revolt of 1857 failed because it was not planned and organized. There was a clear lack of unity among the rebels, and there was no common purpose among them. The revolt did not spread to all the parts of India. Instead, it was confined to some areas only. The lack of resources, both in trained soldiers and modern weapons, made the rebels to give up the fight on many occasions. Also, many communities supported the British rather than taking part in this revolt. If we had fought the revolt unitedly, we would have achieved success. Thank you.